In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to heat fix bacteria to a slide. We will do a variety of different staining procedures in this lab, and for most of these staining procedures, it is important to first make a bacterial suspension on a microscope slide that we then dry to that slide, fixing those bacteria to the slide so that they can then be stained. This is also called creating a smear. To do this, you want to obtain a clean microscope slide from the front bench. We always have clean microscope slides in the room. And you want to hold that microscope using your clothespin. You all have clothespins in the bottom drawer between your benches. On your microscope slide, you want to use DI water and put a small drop of water in the middle of the slide. You can then sit your slide down and aseptically transfer bacteria from a plate onto your slide. Remember, to do this, you have to incinerate your loop and allow it to cool before transferring bacteria. If you are heat fixing bacteria from a broth culture, you do everything the same except for you omit the water. Because the bacteria is already in a liquid suspension, it's not necessary to add water to the slide before doing before heat fixing bacteria from a broth. Take a small amount of bacteria from your working plate, and you are then going to mix that bacteria very well into that droplet of water. You want to make sure that you don't have a lot of clumps of bacteria. They'll be harder to visualize, and you want to spread the water around on the slide because it makes it dry faster and it gives you a larger area to view cells. Once you're done mixing your bacteria, you can incinerate your loop and then set it to the side. So we are going to use heat from our Bunsen burner flame to actually dry the bacterial suspension onto the microscope slide. And when you do this, you have to be careful to not let your slide get too hot. When glass gets too hot, it will break and shatter. So you want to move your microscope slide very quickly in and out of the Bunsen burner flame, allowing the water to dry on the slide. You can move the slide around, you can spread your water out, but after you've had your slide in the flame a few times, you want to move it out and give it just a few seconds to cool. If you do happen to break a slide while you are heat fixing bacteria, this is a very common occurrence. Everyone breaks at least one slide a semester. Sometimes people will break multiple slides in one day. If that happens, just let me or your TA know. We will come over and we will immediately clean up that hot glass for you. Please do not touch the hot glass on your own. I do not want you guys to get burned. When you heat fix your bacteria, you don't have to let the whole entire water droplet get dry. As long as you can see dried bacterial suspension on your slide, enough for you to stain, you can move ahead with your staining procedure. And after enough of your bacteria has dried, you can set your slide down and let it cool for a few seconds before proceeding with your staining.